Hi, I will be drawing the train again for the third time. That's cool. So, just a reminder that the first two, and well, first one was that one in the beginning of the chapter, like the title page. The other one, that one, was in the middle of the chapter, and now it's the end, basically. But this time the train won't be the focus of the whole thing. Let me show you. So that's like a rough sketch here. And the train will be just up there, here. That's supposed to be a train. So the plan for today, I will be doing the detailed sketch. So this one is just scribbles, basically. I need to figure out the perspective and kind of start to move things around. I'll probably also do the color sketch just to figure out the color scheme for this thing. Ideally, it will kind of transition to the next chapter, so I want kinda hint to the colors for the next chapter, but I'm not sure yet. So the main thing here is I am not sure I want to do like realistic perspective for starters. Do I need to explain what perspective is though? Like, this is not a tutorial, I suppose, like, most people kind of have an idea, but, like, basically, if we have objects far away from us, they look smaller than those that are in front of us. So, basically, all the geometry and mathematics behind how you should change the size of the objects depending on their distance to them that's perspective what's used for. And since this one is the mix between just nature that doesn't have a lot of geometry in it, I would say, and some industrial structures, the train and the bridge, that should follow some more strict rules. This will be an interesting combo. Also, since this is technically it's 2 pages. Of course, if we are sorry, I kind of get distracted a lot by the fact that my iPad stream is lagging a lot. I hope it isn't very distracting for you, or I don't know what to do with it at the moment. Like, it's probably some Wi-Fi issues. Anyway, since this is 2 pages, in both in mobile form, like when you're scrolling, or on the big screen, or on paper, either way, it won't be, it won't look like one picture that you can see like all of it at one moment. It will be kind of more the top part, the lower part, and like, you know that it's the same picture, but you probably won't be able to see all of it in details simultaneously. It's kind of too big for that. So what I'm thinking is I might try to do 2 different perspective grids for that. One for the bottom, just for the ground and the river, and one for the top to see the train better. Because if we go for just one perspective for this whole thing, we won't see the train from this point. If I kind of want to do the low horizon, like really low for the river and the its both of its sides, I don't know, banks. And if the horizon is so low, the bridge, we won't see the bridge from the side. We will only see the bottom of it, because like the vanishing points will be very low, and well, so I'm thinking 2 different perspective grids for the lower part, and for the top part I'll try to keep the vanishing points at the kinda same vertical, just move horizon up, but we'll see. It mostly depends on what looks better, basically. And we have this lovely character here jumping, and he's kind of bringing it all together, but I don't want also anything basically in the place where he is. I don't want any other elements other than like bridge supports. So there will be sky behind them, a lot of effects of his like shield that he uses to land slowly, don't like destroy himself by this landing. And the bridge supports, I have not decided yet in which style I want them. The thing is, wars were happening in the capital, and it has a very specific look. And the train also rides from capital, so it has the same design, like very geometrical, very angular. Here, since we are arriving to the new location, I kind of want to change things up a little bit and use different visual style for that, even though there should be certain similarities to it. But yeah, I'm considering how I want to do this bridge, for example. Do I want it more of how it was, for example, on the first page there? There's like just metal supports and nothing else. I'm thinking about maybe doing it like a stone bridge, like all those old bridges like in Europe and stuff that are really tall with this kind of arches. But maybe not, we'll see. First of all, I need to figure out where do I want my horizon. I don't want to make the hunter smaller, so that's kind of a big figure here. So I need to kind of keep it all together, like this is one continuous picture, so it shouldn't be standing out too much in terms of like different perspective or different proportions or something. So kind of I want to show that the place where he's landing is also like really the camera looking at it like really closely. So basically this like boot of his will land somewhere like here, and it's in the same scale. So that will be interesting. And once I'm done with like lower part, once I'm happy with it, I will try to do the train. So yeah, this will be fun. There's a lot of stuff happening here, but I want to bring it all together kind of nicely and seamlessly, still using different perspective. Like he is also in the bit of different perspective himself, so I will be changing some of the proportions and stuff, but like he's more of in almost a fisheye sort of stuff, because like this foot is really like huge, like it's really close to the camera, but the rest of him is kind of shrinked and kind of further away, and that's kind of, it's not the fisheye necessarily, but like the wide angle camera. And I need to kind of balance all of that. So yeah, this will be fun. Thankfully, Procreate has some drawing guides, which will be very useful here. So I'm not sure I want horizon where the sketch is. I might go lower than that, just to make the bridge seem taller, maybe. Maybe I should. We'll see. So let's say we'll have one here. No, actually, yeah, if we're going for the top part, the vanishing point should be there somewhere to just accommodate the train. So if we stay in the same vertical, that will be somewhere here. And the other one really doesn't matter that much for this lower part. I might go even lower here, maybe. Probably want horizon really low. Or not. I don't know. Let's say... maybe a bit further away, just so our supports lined up nicely. Oh well, actually that's correct, yeah, I need a lot of space between the supports and where the hunter is landing, so yeah. I'll do horizon like that, and I don't know, here maybe. Can't see the second one though. Can I see this? Yes. Okay. So that's our grid. This, if you can see... no, you can't. Funny enough, even on the iPad, how do I show there? That window, it also doesn't show properly for some reason. But yeah, I have the perspective grid here. Maybe if I lower the opacity here, it will be visible. Yeah, probably not. That's strange. Okay. Yeah, it looks about right. Sadly, I can't keep two different perspective settings. If I change, for example, if I want to do the grid for the top part, I need to just delete this one. It won't be saved anywhere, and if I need it again, I'll have to recreate it again. Thankfully, I don't really need it that much. For the lower part, I mostly need horizon. Well, basically because all the lower part is organic, except for the bridge supports. And they're vertical, so whatever. The only place where I need the grid is to show where the supports touch the water, and they should follow the line somewhat. Okay, let's start. So basically the idea is we are showing the river bank here. So one side where we are going is more elevated, and the other is for the flood plain basically, and kind of want to show that. So that's like something growing there. The city won't be visible from this point. It's kind of further. Also, since it's all like organic shapes and stuff, I don't really need to follow any sort of perspective for the riverbank all that much. Can do whatever here. So that's our horizon. And of course river isn't that huge to just go toward horizon and not show anything else, so the other side of the river will be a little bit visible there, so they kind of overlap. Kind of river goes, kind of turns around this elevated part as rivers usually do. But I also need to show like the bit of a beach here. It's not like a beach necessarily, but like this part of the where the water ends and the ground begins, basically. Yeah, currently I'm just tracing my old sketch. That's not ideal. But I like these shapes and kind of want to keep them. Though I need to be more careful with shapes though. Like they should make sense. Like say, yeah, that's a riverside, but like they can't be too much of the how I would say it. So if we're looking from like from the top, the idea is we have this kind of, this is elevated part. There's like trees and stuff, and there's like city there, and then we have the river going around it, and this is kind of marshland more or less. It's like partially flooded. There's some stuff. So even though there will be this low part of, like this one is elevated and this one is basically the shore, and but I can't do too much of this, like this sort of stuff, because well it will be just smoothed out by the river. It's just, it goes around and it smooths everything, so I can't do a lot of just this shapes, even though I mean I feel like I'm thinking too much about it. Like rivers are different, everything is different, and might as well be like that for whatever reason. Like maybe there was some, I don't know, earthquake or something, and part of the this tall shore just kind of dropped there, whatever. Thing is, I need the landing for the hunter, so I need something here. So let's assume this is realistic, even though it's not necessarily. So this one should be like really close up, so there will be some vegetation here, some maybe something like that, and like there, and maybe here. So something recognizable that I will use to start the next chapter. Like the next chapter will start with him like basically landing here. I haven't decided yet how much details I want there. Like, do I want to show the whole landing process, like how he's trying not to drop into the water or something, or probably not very interesting though. And yeah, drawing water will be fun, but this is all fun and all, but I also need to show the other other side of the river. Also maybe with a bit of something. And now I need assist for the columns. So how do I want this bridge to go? Like it should be really far away, like, but not on like horizon away, but like, yeah, maybe here. This will be where our supports and do I want that many of them though? Probably want them just to be, also I don't want tangents happening. Maybe I want them to be a bit thicker, but don't want them to overlap with the hunter too much. But also there should be more than like 2 or 3. I think I want more than that, so they can't be too thick actually, or I just won't be able to fit a lot of them. And also there should be like second line of them. And this will be I might need different perspective for that. Just because I don't want too many of them. I don't want for them to cover like all the space, and haven't decided yet if I want just one huge column or 2 next to each other. Like I would prefer 2 of them probably, but like I know there also exist a lot of bridges that just use one huge, very thick, very like wide supports. They're like kind of like rectangular in their profile and just go all the way. So where you'd have like 2 of them, like for example like this, and like the other one here, you have 2, or you have like one big thick thing. And I'm not sure which one I want. On one hand I want kind of lots of them, on the other I don't want them to cover just everything and to make the sky invisible from this. From this angle. So I'm not sure. That's kind of the problem. I just want to use the same perspective for all of it. It will be easier to do, but it won't look good. So I need to just always keep in mind that the top part follows like different horizon lines. It will be higher than that. It will be in the on this page. So for this page, horizon line should be in its space somewhere and not just below. So that's a bit of a something to think about. Why? Also, it's kind of hard to keep the supports in perspective just because, well, it will change. And need to be careful with that. There's also will be some coloring challenges, since depending on how many columns and what shape of the columns I have, the just lighting on it will be kind of complex. Like, good thing it will look great, but I need to arrive to that point first. Maybe something like this. Actually, oh, right. I don't need this one here. Since we are looking from this side of the river, that side can just go all the way there and be fine. Kind of like that. So maybe. What should I do with the arches? I can do it like this. Kinda like that. And for the other row, also like that. Kind of okay. And again, should I join them? It's like this isn't really good in terms of just structural stuff. It will just break easily as this. It would make more sense to do just one huge column than the two separate ones, but I kind of prefer the look of this one. Just because we will get more sky here instead of just three very thick gray lines. Yeah, need to think about it. Also, since we have a river going kinda like that, kinda like that maybe, there will be some I might draw some vegetation in the water here. I wanted to do it for like the first page, that one. Decided against it. I kind of preferred the very clean look on the lake for the first shot with the train, just for contrast. So we have a very clean lake with all that skyscrapers on the background for the first one. Then we have just marshland with dead trees on the second one. And here we'll have a lot of just not very clean water and stuff just growing here. Maybe some moss just climbing up, maybe. Even though in the limited palette it will look a bit gross, I think. I don't want to add green just for that, so it will be kind of black or something. It will look not great, but maybe that's... yeah. Yeah, kind of like that. Can't say I'm happy with it, but I think it's fine. Also, the sun will be on the kind of from this side. I think I had it on my sketch, like the red parts on the hunter. That's where the sun is, like from which side it goes. And I guess I'll clean up the old sketch now, since I have a detailed one, just so it doesn't distract me too much. I'll leave the red on the hunter, but I will delete the rest. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, now I need to figure out the top part. Is it even okay? Like, of course, around the hunter, the stuff won't be visible much. I was on the wrong layer. Yeah. Like here, he will be surrounded by some special effects, so this won't be really distracting from him necessarily. I think I want the color already. Just... oh, right, I don't have my palette here. Just a second. I need to open different file, and I don't want to spoil stuff. And it opens really slowly. And also, you probably noticed I have some stuff on my wrist. That's because my hand isn't feeling really good today, so I might not draw for too long today. We'll see. Thankfully, I'm not doing any like precise stuff, just some sketching. That doesn't have to be very precise. Okay, I can show it now, and I think I'll hide the old pages for now. Just maybe I'll put them back later. So our main color for now for like backgrounds and stuff is this blue, but I don't think I'll be using it necessarily. I'll be changing some stuff around. This is just for the sketch. I won't really be using this. Maybe I will, I don't know. So, if that's our main color for it, top part will be a bit darker. We're kind of on the sunset, but the sun the opposite direction from like what we see. I'll add a bit of more nice blue for just horizon, and for the river, I think the river should be a bit nicer, not much. And where do I want my red? Like, of course, having it like here on horizon is nice, but it's not very correct, given the sun is kind of on the opposite side, so we won't have this sunset color if the sunset the opposite direction. But I still want red, so I might actually add it to the water. Maybe the water will be red. Nah, I shouldn't. Technically it will be reflecting whatever on top of it, and on top of it is just this very dark color. I'll just do like this so it doesn't throw me off. So, what should I do with the river? What color it will be? So it may be like darker here. I feel like I need some reference photos of how does the river look on sunset. I have no idea what it should reflect. Is it darker than the ground or is it lighter? That's kind of an interesting question, I think. So like this would be also gray. This one is gray, and the columns are probably gray. With some red on it from our sunset, so since it's there, it will be hitting this part. So we'll have some, but like not here because the bridge creates the shadow there. Also, it's from there. Well, technically this part will be in the shadow from the just from the how do you call it, from the cliff, I guess. So this will be in shadow. Okay, yeah, sure. This part will be in shadow. Like all of that is in shadow, kinda. And that part has some red there, because the sun reaches there, unlike this side. So we'll have some red on these parts, and also on like Hunter. And he also has some red in his uniform and stuff. Here was also red, like he has a lot of red in him too. There's also red, kind of like that. Ideally, I would do the 3D model of this and just see where everything is. Maybe some of it will touch here. It just kinda, sun is kinda like here, something. So that's That's where the shadows are, and everything on top of that is kind of lit up. I don't know. The train also will be kind of, just the side of it will be lit up, but the rest of it won't be. And the bridge itself should be just, this part should kind of be darker, I guess, just for some nice contrast. That part is definitely darker. This is in the shadow from the cliff, which also should be darker, by the way. Shadow here, and yeah, kind of like that, I guess. Kind of like it. Can't say I like colors though. I want something more muted for the next chapter, because it's night, and doing night in this blue color is boring. Like, it's like standard color for drawing the night scenes, and like, I mean, I know why, that's kind of natural somewhat, but I kind of want to play with colors a little bit more. I mean, this isn't realistic, thankfully, but I don't want to move to more realistic. A light source in the next chapter will be either white or yellow, since it's moonlight will be, so gray with yellow, maybe it will look gross though. We'll see. We'll see. I honestly don't know what else I can do with the lower part. I think it's time to change my perspective tools and do the train finally. Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, I don't really need the lower part. I kinda already marked where the horizon is and where the bridge supports meet the water, so I don't really... Oh, by the way, I kinda wanna also some reflections here. Yeah, nice. It's like very easy thing to do, just draw a vertical line, but it adds so much just instantly, like just makes it so much better. Also can add some, maybe just some water effects, and it's already more like water. Of course, it's like not final and I need to do a lot to make it look like water, but it's better now. It feels like water in a sense. Okay, the top part. I'll hide the colors for now. Or not. I don't know, it's hard to see either way. Okay. Okay, that's our horizon. How it was. Let's I'm not sure if I can grab all of it. No, I need to grab separately the stuff, and it's not very comfortable to do. Now I need to kind of match the lines here that I can't really see all that well, which is annoying. And also it can't do horizontal line. Will it help? No. No, it won't. Okay. About that, kinda like that, I think. I'll again lower the opacity on the whole sketch, and I'll try to draw the train here. It's not assisted. Okay, now it's assisted. So why? Okay, it's yeah, it is very wrong. I need to recolor this one. I can see it. And then now it's better. Okay. Since I don't want to move it too much from this vertical, I need to keep it kinda in place, so I also need to move the other vanishing point to try to make this horizontal, and it doesn't do it automatically, and that is so annoying. Okay, let's assume this is correct. No, it's not correct. I can see it's not correct, though. How much do I want it to be? No, I don't like it. Should be lower still, but if it's too low, we will be seeing a lot of bridge and not much of the train. Just because we'll be looking at it like from the bottom. Basically what I was saying in the beginning of the stream. But I still need to lower this. Kinda like that. Again, it's not like precise, but well. Just can't do it correctly. It also kinda tries to snap to something, but not to horizontal, I feel like. Okay, good enough. Still looks wrong. I mean, the sketch wasn't great, I guess. So that's our guide for the arches. So if we are going this way, there's like the other set of arches. Then we don't think we need very thick bridge. I mean, this is pretty thick already. It's might be even too much. The bridge itself shouldn't be too massive because these thin columns won't hold it otherwise. And now the train. Oh boy, okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like this train. We won't see the rail from here since it's monorail. It's in the middle of this thing. It's somewhere there. We won't see it. We also won't see the lower part of the train, I don't think. This is like the middle of it. It's too big, I think. This is the middle. This is the top. It's like really small, but I mean, it should be with this train, with this bridge. Train can be like too big. And now, oh boy, everything else in the train is very angular. I'll return the references, I guess. Very specific shapes. Yeah, this will be fun. We also have here, like on top of this old sketch. Like I'm already coloring this on the different file. I just kept this one for like reference, kind of what type of composition I have here, just so just keep the vibes, I guess. And also once I'm done with the other file, I'll put it in here, and will be kind of referencing for smooth transition for colors. But yeah, I can't do all of that in one file just because I don't have enough layers for that, sadly. So how should I approach it? I can't use assist anymore. I need to just kind of eyeball it basically. So we have and that's our train car. Then the I can use this one for as a guide. This will be I will be simplifying it because keep the original shape will be really hard here. So I won't be doing like this shape for them. I'll just imagine them like this car like joints basically. Just because just won't look good, I don't think, and it's kind of harder to do. So there's a window, but it's not the window from which he jumped, because it's already past. The train is moving kind of not super fast, but like fast enough. So we'll have some vapor here. Wait, I think I need to reference this. No, not really. Okay, the train cars have vents in the middle of them. So if we say have like the next car here, there's the vapor will be going here. Then the like next one is kind of here. I also need to be careful with all those angles, and keeping the proportions correctly, even though since I'm not using the overall the same perspective for the whole picture. And I can kind of eyeball some of it. Like, I don't need to be super precise, it just should be recognizable, since the train isn't like the focus of it, and yeah, it should be fine. Also, I'm not sure it will be here, it will be lower, right? I feel like it should be lower, yeah. A bit lower. Okay, yeah. My reference pictures are covering our main character here. Yeah, that dude. Yeah, it's for the most of the streams they are covered by references, so it's no wonder you just noticed him. But yeah, he's here. He's always watching. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's like them. I don't know. I don't know what they are. So anyway, there's our train here, and this car is even shorter, and like this is really I will simplify this stuff. Also vapor from here, and the bunch of windows here. Again, it's very small, so I won't be detailing it too much. Also I need vents here, I think. Right? Do you have them there? Yeah. It's really small, but there's there some sort of something here. I need to remember to put them on the previous page. So yeah, that's the train. Now I will clean up the sketch on the top. And we'll play with our color sketch a little bit. So, for example, like these parts aren't really lit up all that much. Like there is a shadow there happening. Am I incorrect there? Yes, I am. So there's a shadow here. And guess I'll use this brush. This is the shadow. This is also in the shadow. And this kind of lit up, and we'll have some vapor here. So yeah, that's the idea. I think I'll go for the darker supports actually, but I kind of need to differentiate the parts that are in shadow and the parts that are just kind of dark. Since this is the shadow color. Kind of want them darker than the sky. But I don't want them like too dark, because the hunter also is kind of in the dark clothing, and they will kind of clash. Even though, actually, you know what? I think I'll drop the effects here too, just to show what the idea is. So, why is it so intense? There will be some light around areas, and the color is gross for some reason. Like it goes like really into gray, which is odd. Like I don't want him to be like just white around him, but there will be some of his shields were on brush. Some of his shields will be like his basically casting his landing thingy. Since it is the miracle called Shroud, it has this sort of just bunch of circular patterns that aren't concentrated. They're kind of all over the place. For the like the directional shield, it will be like this, so just concentrated circles. But this one is more of a mess. But there will be one like the main part that is slowing him down, just to show the direction of where he's going. And it's also like the some vertical light just from his movement. But I also don't want to be too much, like it shouldn't go above the train, since he's jumping not from like the sky but from the train, so it kind of just show the movement, I guess, a little bit. Yeah, kind of like that. So we can see where he's supposed to land. I guess it will be some white on the ground. It's some of it sand and stuff. It will be fun to render. I don't think the water will have it all that much. Maybe like here. Maybe it's like here, just reflected in the water and a bit in the sand. That's the idea. And also, since Sirius himself is wearing black, he will be kind of like that. all of his like uniform flying around and like something like that. Then his face, it's a bit too saturated, I think. Kinda. Of course, I will play with some shadows and stuff. And the red from the sun feels a bit too intense, I think, but again, this is just a color sketch to figure out where I'm going with it. It's not like final form, obviously. Just want to figure out if it looks good or not. Does it? Can't really tell. So let's fix our sketch a little bit more. Like I need correct arches here. Like, oops, wrong color. First of all, let's see that stuff. Which one is using? This one. Okay, so this is like the arch here. That's the other one. Then okay, I see the problem here. Like this one is way bigger compared to this one, even though it's behind it, so I'm a bit off with my columns here. Though if it goes like this, maybe it is fine. It should be somewhere like here, so it's actually here, but it's too close to Irius. I don't like it. I might keep it like that, even though it's not realistic. I need just space around him. Some unobstructed view. And also I might just do the silhouettes of the columns without maybe detailing stuff. Like this part, by the way, it's like the darkest parts. Since it's under the bridge, it's like the there is no light there like at all. So this will be like this super dark. Like that one. Of course, it's like this one is the darkest. Then there is like very dark from the shadow, so it's kinda goes a little bit lighter, and then this is like super dark because it's in the shadow. This one is also darker, like this already not that dark. This one isn't that much in the shadow, so this part is darker than the front one. And I'll clean up the sketch here. I kinda need this line though. Yeah, that's annoying. Like I still need these lines to just draw the inks correctly. So I'll like keep some of it, just remove most of it so it doesn't distract me too much. So I'll just see where I'm going with it. Also need that one too. Okay, kind of like that. I'll hide this. So yeah, that's the the idea. It's kind of how it should look like. I can't say I necessarily like it. Something is... Might need to simplify it, maybe. Kind of want to simplify it, but also if I simplify it too much, it just won't look good. I don't know. I need a bit more light behind the areas, just to contrast him with everything. Also don't want to do too much of these effects, or it will kind of grab all the attention, and I don't know, this is kind of a very fine balance between making everything too detailed and making everything too abstract. And I want contour around the areas, just this white kinda. Or should I achieve it some other way? Like, I don't like that his hand isn't really visible in this composition, but again, it's not his final form. I will be playing with his shapes a bit more. Maybe I'll just do the easy thing and kind of rotate his hand a little bit, and it will be fine. Kind of like that. Where's my music? Okay. Now I need to clean this up. That's him. I mean, there will be some white stuff here, just his scuffs, if nothing else. Like, I don't want him to be too detailed, but on the other hand, we kinda need to see him in his glory. Yeah, I might do a lot more white just around him. Less in terms of like shield. Shield won't be that visible, maybe. I mean, I'll do several like pronounced lines, and the rest will be like kinda. Am I on the right layer? Yeah. I need to be careful with this. So might do just this, but it's kinda lazy. But just drawing a bunch of ovals around him is very just time consuming. And then like I don't even need to do it now. Also don't need to detail all of them. That's the thing. Like I need just several, like here and there, and maybe just kinda indicate some of them, and it's him just jumping. Yeah, kinda like that. And some red elements on him. Kinda like that. Still, this hand is really not that visible. Guess I'll just do something like that to get more lighter sky maybe in this particular part, just to make his arm more noticeable. Something like that. Maybe I'll do the sky a bit lighter here, just around the train, just because why not? Yeah, kind of like that. So yeah, that's the idea. And it doesn't look that long of page, I guess. I don't know. So maybe I didn't need separate perspectives, but well, I do need it. As we saw when I was doing the lower part, the if I follow the same perspective for the top part, we won't be seeing the train from that angle. We'll be seeing something like that. Just see. Columns and maybe some vapor going on, so yeah, it won't be visible, even though it would look kind of nice, just show the height of the bridge a bit better. Right now it's a bit of a kind of the hunter's figure doesn't match any of that, kinda. Then again, the point was his figure should be in somewhat same-ish scale and perspective as this front part of the river bank, or what do you call it? Let's do some. Even though sun won't necessarily reach here. Well, let's imagine that it does, maybe. We don't know how the this cliff looks further towards us. Maybe it's kind of dips a little bit. Maybe there is the some sort of ridge there, or how do you call it? So also this one will be having some, maybe red. No, this one won't, but like here. And there's some red on that side of the river. But here it kind of doesn't reach. Maybe some of that. But this like needs the shadow. This is too dark compared to everything else. It just kind of grabs too much attention, I feel like. It should be a bit more muted. Well, I can't say I'm happy with it. I need to maybe play with it a little bit more, I think. I definitely want to change the colors. Well, one thing is that we have a lot of black here, we shouldn't. I didn't change much. Is it blue? Yes, it's blue. So yeah, I am not sure about that. Like, sometimes you need to experiment with stuff to see if it works or not. Right now, I'm not sure that this works. It was a fun exercise though, just with different perspective points. Like, I like the background, I don't like the character though. But I don't want to make him smaller here. Well, first of all, he's the focus of the picture, and also since he's I better just show it. So this lines show where the pages separate. So if I make him smaller, I need to put him on either on the top page or the bottom page, or else his leg will be kind of chopped if it's ever get printed. And it's kind of things that you should think about beforehand. And like, I don't want him to be on the just on the top page, because the lower side will be absolutely empty this way, and I don't want him to be on the bottom side, because that's he should be landing already there. He's kind of mid flight, sort of. Yeah, I need to think about it. It might be something that can be solved with coloring. And also I think I'll be changing his proportions a bit. Maybe his pose even. Like that hand definitely should go somewhere else. Maybe even like this. Kind of still keeping that hand. I like that hand. I don't want it like... Oh, can I? Can I just smooth with liquify, I wonder? Right. Can do alpha locked this way. Interesting. Liquify. Yeah, I just want to move the coloring. I need bigger size of the brush, I think. Even bigger. Just want to... Oh, it doesn't move. Maybe it does, wait. Yeah, it kind of did. The coloring is a bit off now, but that's fixable. Kind of like that. Yeah. That's better, I think. Maybe this hand also should go a bit... Oh no, he's casting with this hand, so it should be pointed down. Like that one just for balance, but this one he's casting with it, so should kinda hold it this way. Then again, that's like my rules, I can do whatever. Maybe he can cast just without gestures, which... debatable. I'm not sure I want to just brain casting, I don't know. Gestures just look better in the visual medium. It's like makes stuff more understandable, because just showing the characters just making faces and kind of trying to show they're kind of struggling to do something or whatever, it looks funny all the time. Gestures, even though they aren't needed, they're a good visual tool to just show that there's some magic going on, even when it's not necessary. Then again, that's my opinion. Something wrong with his this one red, right? Yeah, this one red and this one is black again, I think. Maybe all of it is red. Like this one is red, this one is black, this... Yeah, it should be red, yeah. So some red here, maybe here some red. No, I don't like it. Yeah, something like that. Even though he is a light source right now, so making him lit up by the sunset while he himself is a white light source. Yeah, it's not much of a light source necessarily. Might just do some white contour or something. Okay, my hand needs a bit of maintenance right now. Yeah, maybe I'll leave it like that for now, think about it a bit more, and yeah, I wasn't drawing much of the train this time. So yeah, but here it is. That's the last, maybe it will be also on the beginning of the next chapter, because I haven't decided yet if I'll show the landing or not. And if I will be showing the landing, then yeah, train will be visible, even though it will be kind of same-ish view. So he will be on the bottom, and there's train should be somewhere up there. Oh, I can split the frame. I will see. I'm not sure if I want to spend the extra page on just showing him tripping over the wet sand or something. It'll be funny though. But I would... Likely it's the last time we see this train, and I kind of like the... I would like to leave it this way, just to have 3 pages with train, and that's it. Even though technically this frame also shows the train from the outside, but like it's very close-up kind of thing. And yeah, with this 3 pages, we every time we have the train on some sort of elevation over the water. On the first one, it was a bridge over the huge lake. On the second one, it was a kind of how we call it, levee over the marshes. Technically water, but like not very clean water. And now it's this high bridge over the river. And yeah, I kind of like that they kind of all close thematically, even though on the last one the angle is different from the first 2. But kind of similar in a way. I don't know. Also kind of angled, and yeah. Yeah, I think I like this overall. Not like this one. I'm not quite sure about the colors. I need to play with it a little bit more. But like I'm kind of fine with the background, I would say. Colors should be a bit different. The background composition is fine. Character, I will play a bit with proportions. I'll just try to maybe kind of balance a little bit between 2 different perspectives and make him kind of, maybe his top part will be a little bit smaller and kind of looking from the bottom, and try to match like this perspective of his like top part of his body, and with the lower kind of aim for the perspective that we have down here. Yeah, kind of like that. There is like it will need a lot of work still here. Hope I will be able to do it on time, but yeah, I think I'm done for today. My hand is a little bit not great, even though I wasn't drawing all that much. Yeah. Next one will be... Actually, I don't know. Since it's the end of the chapter, I will be working on the bonus page next. It will be about different types of clerics, like hunters, priests, healers, and like other people like guards and stuff. Maybe I'll be drawing some images for that on the next stream, maybe not. Maybe I'll do some watercolors. We'll see. Again, I'll post like on Monday or what the next one will be all about. And yeah, I need to rest my hand now. It's kinda not feeling very good. And if you draw, you probably know how it feels. Yeah, be careful with your hands. So like, I'll say like do stretches and stuff. Something I don't do enough, judging by the state of my hand right now. Anyway, thank you for watching. Till next time. Bye.